All right. So the first pick a card reading, viewers, is all about how can the viewers have a new start in their personal life to get through inner deceit, and for those also to have a plan. Okay. You can pick one or two or all the above, either way. Let me set up the reading and then I'll get started. And it'll be a quick setup because I have to just use this and I have to do it one at a time. Quite different from the other oracle decks. This is the Karma deck. So cheers, everyone. Make sure you have your snack and your drink. I'm going to give you a moment so you can pick one or two. All right, let's get started. So if you pick number one, okay, we'll be asking that question. How can pick number one have a new start in their personal life to get through inner deceit and have a plan? Thank you. Pick number one, you got in Sagittarius. You got Saturn. And we're going to stop right there. So pick number one, this is for people that are dealing with inner deceit. So I'm going to give you guided actions and an outcome, okay? Pick number one. Pick number one. You need to focus here on taking it one step at a time before you can move forward. Because you have to develop a self-care regimen, okay? Think about how this is going to help you when you develop your own self-care regimen and how you can be consistent about it, okay? Keep in your spirit the highest ideals that it's going to work out and be realistic about it, okay? Because you don't have a bad outcome when you do this. I'm going to give you your outcome here in a little bit. All right, here's your outcome on a physical outcome, which you're going to see on the physical plane is your resources are going to come into balance and you're going to get some generosity and support coming towards you because you took the lead in being honest here and having strength to do a little at a time in order to vanquish is what's getting channeled in inner deceit. And in return, there's going to be an unexpected change, okay? Where there's going to be more expansion and good fortune, okay? So not a bad outcome, pick number one. On a spiritual outcome, you're going to have your beliefs and energies to meet the challenge of balance between serving yourself and serving others. An unusual example of it. So here's your unusual example of it, okay? You got to understand it's okay to be selfish, okay? Pick number one. And the reason why, if you're not okay, no one's okay. You notice that in your journey? When you're not okay, no one's okay. Because when you get off balance, well, like anybody else as a human being, you get cranky, you get resentful, you get upset, and in return, you're poisoning your system more where you're thinking it's going to backfire on the other person, you know, it's going to get after them, but it's really backfiring on you. It's a scientific fact that when you in that state of imbalance, you're poisoning your system. So now it's time to confront this in such a different way where you're not poisoning your system anymore, but you're creating balance and understanding how you feel and nurturing yourself so that way you take full responsibility and what you need to do to nurture yourself, your emotions, your emotional stability, because you're getting through anything in life, especially inner deceit, because we can be our worst enemy if we want us to be, right? Pick number one. So now you're doing things different. So you ask yourself what makes you happy. So that way you're taking your break, you're nurturing yourself by either getting rest and rejuvenation, meditation, prayer, whatever your self-belief, belief system is. Okay, pick number one. You're going out in Mother Nature. You're doing something to rebalance. You're taking showers, taking baths, doing massages. I go through this list, pick a card reading number one. Okay. People who pick number one is because so it can inspire you to do your own self-care regimen. It can get those creative juices flowing within inside you because everybody's going to be different in their self-care regimen, okay? Pick number one. So that's your reading. I really hope it helps. Pick number one. Now, if you pick number two, I'm going to do your reading right now. How can pick number two have a new start in their personal life to get through inner deceit and have a plan? Pick number two, you got in Scorpio, Neptune, in your fourth house. We're going to stop right there. So pick number two. This is for people who want to plan for a new start in their personal life, okay? So I'm going to give you guided actions and an outcome, okay? Pick number two. And that is on a physical front, okay? You need to make the immediate actions to take control of the situation so you can transform it by making that plan. Being slow is the only way to do this. So that way, you're being practical, making those practical steps by making that plan, that list, whatever it looks like in your journal, okay? And not getting caught up in the details of it, okay? First step, waking up in the morning, okay? Not staying in bed all day. That's a good practical step, right? Just an example. Okay, so you're doing it slow and doing what makes you feel secure. Okay, pick number two. Keep in your spirit the extraordinary power of prayer and what prayer looks like to you and your belief system in order to inspire yourself and inspire others around you as you did in the past. Okay, please and thank you. So you don't have a bad outcome. Okay, pick number two. All right, here's your outcome. Pick number two. On a physical front, you're going to be dealing with the fluctuations that happen within inside your mind. Okay. You're going to rebalance yourself and have good times again, resulting from you taking it slow and using a more business-like approach, okay, towards things. Because this is getting you to be, for some of you who need to hear like this, it's like more serious and more grounded, okay? Because you understand if you go any faster than that, well, you're doing yourself a disservice. So it's not a bad outcome. In return, you're going to have good times within yourself and with others, okay? Your spiritual outcome is you're going to have information to explain the attraction of dedication to achieve on what you want to focus on here, this plan. So when you do this plan, you're understanding what your self-care regimen is, okay, and what you want to be known for, okay? Are you going to be known for the person that keeps on having inner deceit and wanting to always be stuck in the past? I bet a lot of you are screaming out, hell no. Big hugs. So you're going to be understanding now that with this new start is literally saying, I'm letting go of everything that did not help me on my journey anymore. But I'm holding onto that experience so that way I don't repeat another cycle over and over again, okay? So heads up with that, not a bad outcome, okay? And that is pick a card reading number 1. I really hope it helps. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate your guys' time and space.